Okay, so in this video, we are going to talk about the process for how to empty the return bin for CS medications in the Pyxis. So due to the national shortage of IV opioids, we are allowing nurses to return IV fentanyl, morphine, and hydromorphone to the return bin, which they have to record that they're returning it to the return bin. And this video will outline the steps for how to process and empty that return bin in the Pyxis with the nurse. Okay, so once you log into the Pyxis machine, you're going to hit More. It'll give you your list of options, and you're going to pick Empty Return Bin. And from here, it's going to prompt you for a witness right away. It's going to tell you the drug and ask you for a witness. So whatever the nurse has recorded that she put in there, someone's going to have to verify that that's actually what's in there. So before you come into the med room doing all touch, you should have a nurse, preferably the charge nurse, but any nurse that can witness the actual count of what's in the machine. So once you have your witness, you're going to physically open the bin and look to see what's in there. If the count matches, the expected count and the actual count, you just click the checkbox and hit accept. Let's say with the hydromorphone, instead of 1, which is expecting, there's actually 2. So what you would do is put in the actual count, the number that's actually in there, which is in this case 2, and you'll notice the slash lines show up behind the 2, indicating that that's a discrepancy. So once you put the actual count in, you click the checkbox and hit accept. Whenever you put in something and hit accept, it's going to print a receipt that tells you exactly what you just removed, because now that's what the narc vault's going to expect. So what we're going to do is take this receipt, put it in the bag with the narcs, put it in the white bag, bring it back to the narc vault at the end of our all touch run. So we'll always have a receipt print out for everything, every single drug that we return. So if the counts match and what you found was what was expected, there's no more steps. You take the narcotics with the receipt in the bag back to the narc vault at the end of your all touch run. But if there are discrepancies, then we need to address them. So if the counts don't match, we need to go to discrepancies, because it will create a discrepancy if the actual count is off from the expected count. You find your discrepancy and note that it will have your name on it as found by, which we may get calls in the satellite indicating that they found these discrepancies, like a pharmacy employee found a discrepancy. So you highlight it, click accept, and it will bring up the most recent transactions that have occurred. And this is showing empty return bin 2 when we expected 1. So we are not responsible for resolving these. So all we did, and this is why we have a witness, was we found how much was in the return bin and documented it. So what we're going to do is leave a note that says exactly that. So instead of resolving it, we will leave a note in this discrepancy. And the point of this note is basically over documentation. So we're going to document how much was expected, how much we found, and the nurse's name that witnessed it with us. So nurse XYZ Smith, whoever their name is that witnessed it with us, expected 1, found 2, witness, and their name. And then again, when you're done, you're going to hit accept. Do not hit resolve, because we are not going to resolve these, because if something is missing, we don't know where it went. We just discovered it and documented it. So resolve, do not hit. Hit accept, which is the middle button. Once you hit accept, your note is saved and you can cancel out of this. So the discrepancy will still be there, but we have completed our documentation and emptied the return bin.